And shifting then a little bit to say something that's immediately takeable for immediately like an immediate takeaway for our listeners today. Now, both of your guys' dual missions, one is to help female business owners show up in front of the camera with confidence. The other one is help women in wellness find their inner superhero when it comes to social media and video. So the themes are very much in line there. Perhaps you guys could give like a tip that's immediately actionable today for any listener we have that would be beneficial in terms of their brand image.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'd say for one, I start deleting, start deleting old photos. Honestly, you can do that right now is scroll down through Instagram, through Facebook and look and say, okay, are these a representation of my brand or have I grown? It's okay to delete old photos. I literally went through and deleted almost all my bikini photos, all my body transformation photos, as in that's not what I wanted to depict online. And it helped a long ways. And especially with Facebook ads too, with compliancy issues, they're changing the game with that. So when it comes to brand image, even if you're putting an ad on Facebook and it's part of your business page, and let's say you have a ton of photos of bikinis and before and after and weight loss, they will shut your account down. So even from a 4-year-old post, if you have a ton and they catch that, they will shut your ad account down. So if we're kind of in that stage of business where people want to grow and put money behind some ads, just be careful and really look at the Facebook ad compliancy. But the best way is to look and see if there's provocative stuff or that's not part of your image now, just start deleting.
I think that's actually, that is a super easy one. But you're right. Anybody can do literally right now. Hopefully they don't stop paying attention to this conversation and get too carried away with that. But that is exactly it. If it's not in line with your brand image today or where you want it to be in the next 6 to 12 months, that's an easy way to avoid any confusion. Wow.
It is. Yeah. Just go through, just make sure that you can also archive those photos. If you don't want to get rid of them on Instagram, you can go to the button instead of delete, archive them. And then you have them there for your own. Maybe you're going to use them as a blog post later in life. You did a lot of work on it. You don't have to delete them, guys. So if you don't want to get delete happy and see them go away forever, just archive them and they'll be there for you, but just not everybody else. But it really does help clarify. So a quick brand audit of seeing that you're consistent across all channels and doing that are two things I think everybody could do within the next day and actually see results from.
Wow. Okay. And shifting back to the MVPs, now a lot of people, I think myself included, probably thought it was, most valuable player, but it's most valuable payer. We'll just drop the L. So once you have these MVPs targeted, what kind of engagement methods do you guys recommend? Like, what do you guys leverage once they've been targeted by you guys to really make sure that you can capitalize on that?
It's a process. It's a process. It's not going to happen overnight because you're getting to literally know this person intimately. Keywords about what speaks to them, where they spend the most time online. Because some people we have clients, they get all of their business from Facebook, absolute crickets on Instagram. So why are you spending so much time on Instagram? So you have to really take that hard look at where you need to show up as well. So we don't waste our time trying to find these MVPs, because more than not, if you have 10 from one page, you're going to get 10 more versus only getting one from somewhere else. So go where the money is. If you want to get paid, which is what we know you guys want to get paid, you want to make money, you have to go where the money is. And it may not speak to you directly. You may love Instagram as your favorite platform, but your clients may all be on LinkedIn because they're more professional. So we really try and get people to focus on that part as the next step of really just narrowing things down. Messaging, Jill, it really depends what your niche is, what you're trying to do.
Yeah. So messaging it's obviously looking at, maybe what words are they using in their posts or what kind of connects to them, or even if you have previous clients, you could ask them, it's like, are there any words that really just like create like ickiness in your stomach? And you write them down. You're like, of course, I'm not going to use them. And then I would say the biggest benefit is where are you sending them after? Because obviously if they're going to pay you, they're not going to pay you on Facebook or Instagram. You got to take them offline. So it's really understanding a pipeline or a system that you have in place. So it's not like buy this book, or now it's this gym workout, and now it's this. It's like, what the heck are you selling me? You sold me this last week and now you're doing this. Confusion. So Chris and I just say, keeping it simple of like building a webinar, doing something where you're just sending everybody to this one place to watch something, whatever it might be. It could be a download, but it's literally that one thing. You do it great. It is an exceptional product or service, free offer. that you literally just stick to that and you update it as you need to until it's a 7-figure pipeline, and then go on to something else. But I see scatterbrain, shiny object syndrome in the fitness industry. I've been there, I've been a culprit, but we haven't given it the time when we don't just focus on one thing. So if anyone's listening, just look at your services and it's like, go have an audit and say, how many things have you tried to sell in the last month? And are they all the same thing or not? If not, take a step back and say, one thing in 2022, are you going to sell them into one drive until it makes 7 figures? Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Mic drop.
That's it pretty much.
Yeah. Awesome. And both of you guys have really extensive backgrounds, dealing with the media. And so one of our main talking points today too was how to connect with the media in the right way in order to land free media features. So the free part is the best part here, right? Yeah.
And it's the
Everybody's
funniest
favorite
way. I love it when you tell everybody what the best tip is. I die laughing because it's the truth. It works.
Okay, I'll save that tip. That's going to be the last tip.
Oh,
everybody has to wait for that one because it's the one that will absolutely guarantee you a return on a show at any time.
Yeah.
So the media operates differently, obviously, in every country. So, some, up in Canada, they report differently than we do here in the States. So, they have different needs and different ways or formats of doing the show. So, number one, everyone out there is eligible and should receive free media. If you have something of value and you're not doing it as a self-serving individual, you deserve to be in a magazine, on television. If you have a story, we all have a story. It's just finding the right way to pitch it, tell it. Otherwise, it's boring. So it has to be something that people actually want to gain knowledge from or will help them. So again, same way as online, taking yourself out of the equation, how you can serve the general public that's watching said media. So the best part is to connect. So the first step, you really want to do your research, get on television, go online, find your local stations, find people that you connect with on those, and engage on social media. So everyone in newsland or television land in general lives on Twitter first. That's where they go every morning. That's their first stop. So if you don't have a Twitter account, it does benefit you to have one just for that research purpose. You don't have to post on there, but you do have to have a legitimate account. So going on there, connecting with them on there. So the hierarchy of social media for people in television is Twitter is where they go for breaking news, things that are happening right away. You want to be on there retweeting, commenting, helping them out. Facebook, that's where they go to share their long form stories. So that's where they share 3-minute segments, 5-minute segments on Facebook. Facebook typically requires news media to post every 1 to 2 hours throughout the day to get good traction. So they're on there all damn day. Trust me, you're going to find them. That's where you go and share their stories that relate to what you're doing and help them get seen more. The third, Instagram, that's where their personal lives are. So anyone who's in television media, even magazines, their personal lives are on Instagram. That's where you go and find them and engage in an authentic way, which means finding a common denominator. So if I like a reporter that's on a morning show that I want to get my workouts featured on, okay, I'm looking through her feed, I'm doing my research, I'm going back. She loves dogs. She's from Michigan. She wore this really cute dress today. I don't know how many people on Instagram I've connected with over leggings. If I love I've made more friends over commenting on their leggings at the gym than anything else. So trust me, this works. But you go through, find those people and start engaging authentically. Like, oh my gosh, your dog is so cute. I have a dog. How did you adopt him? Is he, find the charities they support. I support lots of charities. So if someone messages me personally and says, I saw what you did with the animal rescue, how can I help? I'm going to talk to that person. I don't care if they're Joe Schmo and have 1 follower or if they have 1 million followers, because they genuinely said something that piqued my interest as a reporter. So that's where you develop a personal thing. You let those relationships simmer. Like we always say, it's a first date. You're not like running up and shoving your tongue down their throat as soon as you meet them. You would never do that in real life. Stop doing it on social media. Well, I mean, you could, but you're probably going to jail. So
it won't end well. No,
it won't end well. I mean, if you do that to me, I'm going to punch you in the face. So just like, that's pretty much what's going to happen. So don't do that. but get in there and start to know them. We like to create, with our clients, they create a Google spreadsheet to track all the people in media that they've contacted about potential stories. So the next step is really finding what you can talk about, what you're an expert at. And then you got to sex it up a little bit just with words. So, you could be, you're a personal trainer. I do workouts, but no, you could, help the holiday, the holidays are coming. You could pitch a story about workouts to rev up your metabolism before you shove all the turkey down your face. You could go for back to school, how to get your kids working out outside. I have 5 things I can teach your viewers. So you really start to find those story ideas, and then you reach out to them and you literally say, hey, you know what? I love your show. I love what you do. And it's a virtual world now. You can do this to hundreds and hundreds of stations because we can do it on Zoom.
Yep.
So you have the opportunity to pitch hundreds of people. It takes time, and it's better to track it on that spreadsheet. But once you connect, the big part is maintaining and showing up the right way, right? So this is the part that everybody loves, because this is how you maintain a relationship with a news station.
It's easy too.
It's very easy. So there's a few things you need to do. One is be prepared. So you have to have all of your photos, your B-roll, your logos. B-roll, for guys who don't know, that's any video or photos you have that relate to what you're talking about. You need to have that all in a Dropbox. One link ready to go. Here's my headshot. Here's pictures you can use. Here's my information. Have it ready to go. The second, show up early. So if you ever get these opportunities, be there way early, have all your stuff with you, ask a ton of questions about, what do I need to wear? What time, where do I go? What do you guys need from me? If you can pre-write any information about your segment and send that in with all of your links, that gets you more bonus points. And the last but not least, which is Joel's personal favorite, please, for the love of God, bring food. That's it.